from the battlefields of Kashyyyk, we are 5Alive. I am BobbyT.
And I'm Crza.
And today you get to say it second.
Yeah.
So now what we're referencing here.
Yeah, but it's only by default, so it doesn't really count.
Win by default. Win by default. Isn't that
true.
Homer's favorite words?
Yeah, I mean, a win is a win.
So, just to give everyone a quick heads up as to why we have been gone for, I guess, as long as we've been gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's been, feels like forever. It's been a week.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, it's
so what happened was it was the holiday season. I had lost my dog. We had to put him to sleep. That was pretty god awful.
Yeah.
So that has affected me greatly, and I did not want to do this.
Pretty surprising considering you're like, I hate that dog.
Oh, dude! But you know what? That was my best friend.
Yeah.
You know, you're never best friends all the time.
It's true.
And,
it's true.
There was some times where he would just. I mean, literally, there was one time my wife was breastfeeding baby T, and he walked into the room and he peed on her leg. And just like, yeah, this is what I do, and it's like, you son of a bitch.
When I was a kid, my father and mother.
I'm sorry, real quick. Let me check the audio.
There we go.
We are good. We have audio.
So when I was a child, when I was first born, my mother and father had a cat, and this cat was my mother's cat, like a lap cat or whatever.
That was Yogi.
And so then when I was born and my mother was holding me all the time and he wanted to sit in my mother's lap and he wasn't allowed to, he ran away. Yeah, he was like, he had enough of that noise, and he was like, if I can't be here, then he took off. Yeah, so I broke up a beautiful thing apparently.
I think if he could have run away, he would have run away. He was not a big fan of my daughter there. Wasn't a big fan of the cat. Wasn't a big fan of anything. But like I said, that's where we've been. We are back, however. In that time, we were able to take a little step back and kind of view the channel from a long view. Without being neck deep in it, you're able to see what you're doing. Yeah. So I was talking to you and Martin, and I think we're gonna change some things up a little bit.
This is where you see the formation of 5Alive. All of the all of that hard work paying off.
All of it.
That's right. All that hard work I do for you.
So what's funny is I'm laughing like, screw you, Crza, you don't do work. But he does. We all do. But so yeah, BobbyT saying, but we love that little jerk more than anything.
Yeah, I know. It's rough. It's always rough when you lose.
Biggest jerk on the planet.
Yeah, I mean, when you lose any part of your family, even if it's someone you might have, not gotten along with all the time, or maybe even been on the outs with, it still hurts,
he became an old man is what happened. Yeah. He got to be a grumpy old man. So let's move on from the saddest thing that has happened to me next to a murder, the death of one of my favorite household utilities. I'm getting it one thing after another. The murder is very real, however.
What happened?
One of the guys who I can't even talk about it. Yes, his name is Robert Pomelo. He was stabbed in the chest and killed I'm dead serious.
Wow.
This is one of the biggest inspirations to me in my artistic life, and he got killed. So then a week later, my dog dies. And then it's been one after another, man. So like I said,
I can understand why you've given up and put the one behind and just calling it.
Yeah, I'm fully, just so everyone can see. I'm just Chewbacca now.
Sad Chewbacca.
It's the hashtag sad Wookiee. Sad Wookiee T.
There you go.
What's
going on now?
So BobbyT is saying that currently she is holding her iPhone at an angle to see us straight. I know you have a million levels. All right, so you know what? Crza, you talk a little bit. I'll fix this. I'll straighten it out.
So let's see. What else can we talk about that happened today that maybe is not such a downer? Let's see. So we're almost, as of this recording, we are a day away from Christmas Eve. So 2 days from Christmas Day. I kind of got into the Christmas spirit a little bit late, and because of that, I don't have any good gifts for anybody. Like, I'm one of those people, especially for my best friend Jordan. I'm one of the types of people that I generally put a lot of...
Whoa.
What?
Who?
Oh, Oh yeah, sorry.
How do I not know about it? Does he have a Bolt BFF pin? I don't believe that. I can't just.
He's not a Bolt BFF, but he is a good friend of mine that I've known since I've been about 13. So on the level of you and Ryan and Beavis, you know.
This is old school.
Yeah. And
all right, so there we go, guys. It's straight.
Okay,
it's straight. You're seeing the empty area where Martin is, but whatever.
Dude, that doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. Just forget that side of the screen.
So normally I try to put a lot of thought into my gift giving, especially for my close friends and everything like that. And last year I actually got him a man crate for Moscow Mules. It came with 2 copper mugs and then these cans of ginger ale. You know, obviously you have to provide the vodka yourself because you can't ship that to make Moscow Mules. And it even came in a wooden box that you had to open with a crowbar. Like, it even came with like a little
That's
crowbar.
awesome.
Yeah. So like I put a lot of thought into that kind of stuff. But this year, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just because we've got a lot of stuff, you know, going on in general. I just wasn't really feeling it, and I just kept putting it off, and then finally got to the point where it's like, well, I can't order anything now. I can't, you know, get anything. So
the
basically,
scramble.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? That's fine. Like, you know, not every Christmas has to be amazing or whatever. This is just one of the down years. That's all. You know, we've all had them or whatever. So, unfortunately, just because of what was going on, you know, in our lives or in my life this kind of month. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, especially last week with that stuff, you know, our bad week and everything like that. Yeah. So everybody pretty much got something from work. That's really I was at work today and I was just picking stuff up. Yeah, man. You know, and that's just how it's got to be this year, you know. And maybe I can make it up to them, you know, afterwards when things kind of slow down and you know, we can kind of take a step back and kind of evaluate where we're at, you know what I mean, and just be like, all right, I'll take them to lunch or something like that, you know. But that's where I'm at for my Christmas situation. Yeah.
All right. So, hey, you know what? Here we go. From Brony T.
Oh.
This is something I actually had myself.
Yeah.
I did this myself also, and it was really fun. So I figured you might want to get in on it too. So Merry Christmas. And
thank you.
Got it actually at went down to October.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I don't know if you build them. This is your chance to get into it.
Yeah, definitely. I had a few from when Gundam Wing was very prevalent, and I put together a pretty sweet Sandrock. Sandrock was my
Sandrock.
Yeah, he was my favorite Gundam. So
I like Sandrock and Talgeese from that.
Yeah, Talgeese is good too.
Like the older Gundam stuff. This is from the Iron-Blooded Orphans, which I think is such an awesome storyline.
Yes, that is a fantastic series. So yeah, it's right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Thank you, BobbyT and Mommy T.
So, on to, I guess, we'll talk briefly about what changes we're going to be making here on the channel.
Yeah.
As you guys do notice, Martin is not here tonight.
That means we fired him. No,
yes, he was fired.
That's the big change. That
we are too alive.
Yeah, we decided to go full on Bolt BFF. You know, keep it together in the family, and we're gonna move on without Martin.
So
sorry guys. I don't think anybody would be upset, you know.
Oh yes, that steak was pretty insane, guys. So Mal's saying new storyline. I'm making a face turn. Or no, Martin's making a face turn.
There you go.
We did have Steak Sunday.
Well, yes, Steak Sunday.
Mal saying that Crza sent a picture of the steak. It looks super yummy. Who's gone? Ryan said he's gone. Maybe now Y's gone?
I don't know.
Either
way, yeah, the steak was very good, and it was a lot. I mean, we not only did we have that huge slab of meat, but there was crackers and like cold cuts.
The charcuterie board.
There was a lot of stuff going on, and I ate a lot. This was actually.
Oh wait, Khalil, he is okay. Martin is okay. He's just working.
Yeah, he does.
He's not fired. He's still on the show. He does lay out the hate for Alexa Bliss, but truth is, she hasn't been on the show. It seems like in the last couple weeks. And the last time we saw her, she was in that. We're announcing the women's battle royal. And she wasn't wearing her belt and all that. So who knows?
Yeah, there was a whole smorgasbord of food that was eaten on Sunday, or ate on Sunday, and I ate a lot of it, and then on top of that, I ate that huge piece of steak too. So yeah, there was a lot going on that Sunday. Yeah.
Mommy T says, talk about breaking kayfabe. Crza has a best friend.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Bobby T.
On the show. It is.
Yeah.
So format wise, what we're gonna end up doing here, we're gonna give more digestible pieces. Normally we do kind of long chat stuff, and then we do our live episodes. So we're going to shorten our produced pieces to 3 to 5 minutes, somewhere in there, kind of get to one topic real quick.
Yeah.
It's going to help us be on time more timely, and kind of more up to date. And then on our weekly shows, we'll still be doing live Wednesday and Saturday. But on those shows, we'll be more reviewing maybe some of the stuff we had done videos for, and then talking about any new news that had happened between our last video and the live episode. So that's one thing. Also on this live episode, we show a lot of toys. We open a lot of toys, but I feel like one of the things that gets lost is that you can't really see too well when it's up on the front.
Yeah.
So I did grab an extra camera. We're going to start using the OBS software.
Nice.
So what that will allow us to do is over here, I think, I'm going to put a little photo booth. So we'll open up a figure, and I'll be able to put the figure in the photo booth with the camera on it, and down in the corner here, you'll be able to see exactly what we just opened. We'll also be doing more unboxings on those shorter episodes, and then the really choice stuff will be for our Patreon followers.
Yeah, sounds good.
So a little bit of a format change, but I think we're headed in the right direction. I think our subscribers will appreciate this, not having to go through an hour-and-a-half video to find out about Alexa Bliss. So
that's really all they care about. Where's the Alexa Bliss stuff? I get it.
Yeah, no, Khalil, we're not going to get rid of Martin. Trust me. If I was going to get rid of Martin, it would have been a long time ago, and that's not happening. So
I'm going to get rid of Martin. See, I give him rides to the show, and then maybe one day... yeah, sorry, Martin.
My cell phone didn't work. Cell phone was there. I thought you were going to drive, man.
I'm just going to keep the door locked. Be like, oh, you got to want it, Martin. You got to want it. Oh, sorry. And just drive off, you know.
So we do have a couple codes here, and we do have a mystery giveaway that we're going to do, our Christmas big giveaway. We got 5 watchers. I think if we get up to 8. So if you guys could share right now, tell people that you are online. They are doing giveaways. We have a Steam gift card. We also have a VRV gift card that we'll be giving away. VRV is just such an awesome awesome.
And plus, service. Steam's... their winter sale is going on right now, isn't
Absolutely.
it? So yeah, a
get
Steam,
in on that.
Exactly. A Steam gift card would be perfect for buying cheap indie titles and supporting, the
like
indie
even
scene.
stuff like the Valve titles always end up going on sale through Steam because Steam is Valve.
Yep.
So I was mentioning before on one of their sales they had done Portal 1 and 2 for $2.30. Like that's fine. Just take my $2. It's one of the best games ever.
Yep.
Funny thing, Martin and I went to Five Below this weekend, and I found Rainbow Dash's Fizzy Cherry Splash flavored drink. It is an energy drink, I believe.
Oh, gosh.
No, it doesn't say anything about caffeine. I think it's just the juice drink. Yeah, it doesn't say anything else. Either way, when we bought it, Martin said that is his male stripper and porno name is Fizzy Cherry Splash.
There you go. That's pretty good.
But yeah, I have not tried that yet. I don't even know what it is. I just know that. Let's see how much sugar this thing's got in it. 28 grams? Actually less than a Red Bull. So, interesting. So yeah, let's get a few more viewers here, guys. Share as much as you can. We get past 8, we're going to start giving stuff away. In that gift pack, there's probably going to be... Let's see, I'm looking over here at this mountain of toys behind Crza that no one else can really see. But we have quite a few toys sitting back there. Crza actually, however, did bring in today a couple things to throw into the prize pack.
Yeah, well, no. This is stuff that I bought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. So we can show that later.
I thought it was for the prize pack.
No. Yeah, this is my personal stash that I'm probably going to be giving away to my friends. Yeah.
I see. Gotcha.
I just brought it because I wanted to show off what the cool stuff I'm going to be giving people.
So
make the viewers jealous, because if you guys were my friends, this would be stuff you'd be getting.
So for me, it has been like I said, this last few weeks has been pretty grief-filled.
Yeah.
So I went with the only route I know, and that is to buy toys. And
some people drown their sorrows in drink and alcohol. Some people drown their sorrows in toys and plastic.
Yep.
Yeah.
For me, it's plastic, man. I was a while back. I was in a documentary, and we were going over when the theater was not the vortex. And no, Mommy T, you are not disqualified from winning that Steam card because if it comes through, it's first come. There's no.
I mean,
just heads up, Mommy T does not have any kind of knowledge as to this. We're pretty close to live here, so even if she did hear us, she's still not going to get it. So, she's not. I mean,
she could be employing her Russian hackers to.
Oh no! My computer just turned over to The Sims.
You just see the camera, like the computer just like closes.
The camera actually just like takes the wallet out of my pocket and like takes the credit card number and throws it on the ground. So, we lost 2 viewers. Guys, where you going, dudes?
Apparently they don't want free Steam stuff.
Yeah, free stuff's not
I mean, I could use it for my personal wallet, so that's cool.
About.
Yeah, whatever.
So, I did actually, one thing I did grab, 2 things that I grabbed that I will be throwing into the mystery pack. One is I've actually worn it here on the show. I love it. It's a blue Power Rangers Pop t-shirt.
Oh, yep.
I found that at Target for $3.12.
Nice.
So I grabbed that to throw into the package. I did grab an extra large, so if you're bigger or small or whatever, you give it away as a gift.
There you go, yeah.
And we got quite a few things. We'll definitely put together a pretty huge prize pack.
Yeah, I mean, if any of you guys that have watched the show, or if you're new to the show, you can go back and watch our live shows. You will see the amount of toys that we open up in terms of mystery minis, pops.
Just Funko Pops and Marvel Legends and WWE and, God, mystery minis. Yokai Watch. We even have Play-Doh. We've got loot crates. Yeah. We've got... that's actually one thing I grabbed here. Let me just back out here for a second. Had a little bit of a time today at Walgreens.
Oh, nice.
They, for everyone out there, Walgreens is the dopest. Right now, they are dropping all kinds of great toys. Not really all that many exclusives, but they do have some really good stuff, and no one ever thinks to go to Walgreens.
Yeah.
So as I hunted for for this.
There you go.
The awesome-ass Wolverine, the retro version of Wolverine, sans bread and
laces. Yeah, exactly.
As
and
Mike
the boots,
DeCamp once said.
The funny thing is too about like nobody kind of thinking about Walgreens for toys. When I was a kid, I grew up in a small section of a big suburb, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really matter if I say or not. So I grew up in a little section of a suburb in Connecticut called Elmwood. It's the Elmwood section of West Hartford, and in that, exactly. In that section of West Hartford, in Elmwood, there was a CVS there, which is, like a convenience store. But I used to buy all my G.I. Joe toys from there. Yeah,
they carried G.I. Joe for years after.
And even like the 90s X-Men action figures that they made based on the show, I bought those there too. And so it's kind of funny that nobody thinks of that anymore, but that's where I bought toys when I was a kid, And
it's funny, the reason why I'm looking over your shoulder right now is I believe in those white boxes over there, a complete set of those X-Men, both loose and carded, sitting in a case over there. It's such an awesome
I had
line.
A Wolverine figure where they dressed him up in the... They made 2. They did the original, brown and gold, and then they did the gold and blue. But I remember the specific difference between the blue and the yellow and then the brown and the gold was that the brown and the gold, the face mask was removable. So you could show off his face. And then
it was also a ring.
Yeah, exactly. It was one of those ones where it would snap on. But the blue and the yellow, it was just everything was painted on. So that was pretty neat.
I absolutely love that figure, the ring figure. I always wore that thing as a ring. Oh boy! So also on top of everything, I'm sick. I got a really bad sinus issue. This is just the worst.
We're gonna have to take you out back and.
So you're about to old yeller me, man. Yeah. So he got rabies. It was in the Wookiee suit. So actually, another
that's
really
part
cool
of it.
thing.
I mean, it comes. Rabies comes with it, right?
It's
Package
Tashiki and rabies too. So you don't even know, man. So I think we'll do our regular format tonight. We'll also talk about some stuff we've been looking at, and also maybe go over some of our favorite toys. Well, at least my favorite toys over here. Some really awesome stuff. So at GameStop right now, they have the new line of Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
Those are going to be coming with, usually I think Sora comes with one of the Heartless. And they're marked at $19.99, and I believe the Axle is marked at $24.99. So I was just at Walgreens, going back to Walgreens. For $10.99, you get a boxed version of Sora without all the nonsense.
Yeah.
But he does come with the Keyblade. And then I got a Mickey with Pluto, also with the Keyblade. And these are $10.99 each.
Yeah. Well, the thing about the GameStop ones, too, is that they have the normal Sora in this outfit, but they also have a GameStop exclusive where he's in, like, a red outfit
I didn't see that
as well.
One.
Yeah,
okay.
so keep that in mind, or keep an eye out for that if you are hunting for Kingdom Hearts stuff.
Goes down, push it forward. So, and those are Walgreens exclusives.
Speaking of that too, going back to GameStop, because you were talking about the different figure. I saw I know you already have them, but I saw the Spider-Man, one of these. Yeah.
Get it, man.
Oh yeah.
Crza, I know that you don't collect these lines.
Yeah.
That is the best Spider-Man that has ever been. He
it was
comes
pretty
with
cool.
2 heads and a slice of pizza.
We saw that, and I saw the Captain America one too.
Awesome.
They were pretty
Jack
cool.
Kirby face, just beautiful.
Yep.
Wanted to give actually a quick shout out to I'm about to put together a good size order from them. Super 7. They have the Misfits figures. They got the Maiden figures coming out. They got the aliens. For the Alien Keshi stuff. They've got the WWE Keshi stuff that we're waiting for. I'm really, really pumped for that.
I was super excited for the Halloween Crimson Ghost figures, and then figures. I don't know what happened, and I just completely forgot about
5Alive
it. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was, and I just completely forgot about getting some, but I definitely want to do that.
So everybody watching, just give a little shout out here in the comments. Tell me, what's your favorite toys?
Yeah.
What's some of your favorite things of all time? As a matter of fact, my hands down all-time favorite toy, the one that I literally, when a hurricane was coming to my house, I had lived on the beach, Superstorm Sandy, they still don't call it a hurricane, destroyed my home. I did not take, I took 3 things, and one of them is this. This is my, and I've talked about this in the past, this is my original sci-fi G.I. Joe, going back to G.I. Joe's. That one's yours.
Yeah,
BobbyT was not... didn't have the biggest bank account when he was a kid, so he understood that losing things just wasn't in the cards.
Yeah.
You can't lose it because you're not getting another one.
Yeah.
So I saved up birthday money, went to Toys R Us with my father. I remember this trip very vividly. I grabbed this figure, Sci-Fi, because I love the fluorescent green, black, and silver. It comes with an awesome-ass gun. The backpack is cool, everything.
Yeah, he's got a little RoboCop helmet deal going on.
I have now had this figure for roughly 30 years, and he's still pretty pack fresh.
Yeah.
He's about as good as you can get. He's got full hands, the crotch unit's still in there, his boots aren't all shaved off and everything, so that's my favorite and tells the story. That's the love right there, is that's my love.
It's funny, I loved G.I. Joe toys when I was a kid, but I think every kind of, I don't want to generalize, but I think every boy goes through this destruction phase.
Yep.
And the G.I. Joe figures were my that was my toy of choice. When I was a kid, there was this huge hill that was off of the street that I grew up on, and we would ride our skateboards down on it, not standing up, but we would sit on them almost like a sled. And we would ride down, and then the truck would catch the figure, and then it would just make these sparks as the metal, ground against the pavement and stuff like that. We used to tear them up. Or the other things we would do is we'd put them in Coke cans, and then put the cherry bomb in the Coke can, and then explode.
See, my favorite thing to do, honestly, in all of this was to take my Boba Fett, and now again, I've told this story before too. Mommy T is very upset at me because the day my daughter was born, I did not cry. I'm just not that much of a crier. Look, I got it all out this week, so look,
Yeah,
I cried. Trust me. But my whole life, I always wanted the Boba Fett original Boba Fett.
Yeah.
For my, I was in Josh Guerra's wedding. He's from PCS Toys, the one who helped us out with all the statues. He got it for me for being in his wedding.
Wow.
Now, I teared up.
Yeah.
Mommy T was so mad at me. Like, unbelievably so. This was the figure I'd wanted forever. I've been collecting for over 30 years. Yeah. This is it. And that's when he hands it to me. Nice. I just mouth drop. Yeah. And in the way of nerd, I mean, with my friends, we really, when it comes to Christmas gifts, we collect over the year. So Josh's gift is sitting over there. I bought it 5 months ago because it was like, I'm not going to find this again. Yeah. It's this retro piece, whatever. So we always find these random things. And it's like, he's bought me the Batman animated series, or I'm sorry, the Batman movie, the first Batman movie, Joker. Because when we were 13 years old, we took a BB gun and we were shooting figures. Because if you only pumped it once or twice, it had accuracy, but not enough to break the figure. Josh said, wish it was on fire. So, being 13 years old, I'm like, hell yeah, let's light this bitch on fire. Yeah. So we coated him in lighter fluid, lit him on fire, and Josh pumped it 10 times and shot it, and it exploded into a million pieces. So Josh later in his years buys me that.
It would have been great if he handed it to you, and then as he was handing it to you, he broke it, and it was like, here you go.
You don't think Josh has done these things? So
you want to hear? Hold on. You want to hear a funny story about breaking things? The people that I played D&D with on Sunday, the guy who runs the game, whose house that we play at, he's probably the equivalent of you in terms of like figures, but instead of figures, it's pewter figurines that he uses, to play the game, and it's like shelf upon shelf upon shelf of all of these pewter figurines that he's like painted over the years and everything like that. And don't worry, it gets better. We're playing the game, and he's got the mat rolled down on the table, and all the figures are laid out and everything like that. And he's like, all right, you're heading into this room, and you see this thing appear, right? And he puts the pewter figure down of a black dragon, completely painted and everything. And I mean, it looks amazing, right? And one of the players' girlfriends was also playing in the game. I think she just kind of joined because he was like, hey, I want you to play, so we can do stuff together or whatever. And she was like, I don't want to play, but then she ended up playing anyway, because if she didn't play, there was nothing for her to do on Sunday night, because he was gone.
Watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah, well, this was before Game of Thrones. I was in high school. So she goes, wow, that's a really cool figure. Picks it up and snap the wing. One of the wings comes and I thought this dude was going to fly over the table and just knock
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was hilarious, and just the look on her face, and then she kind of puts the
she don't even know what to do.
Yeah, she puts the wing down on the table, and it's just sitting there, it's kind of like this, flopping, flopping around a little bit, on the table.
Broken wing.
And
amazing.
I thought he was gonna kick us out. I thought the game was gonna be done then and there, because he was so mad.
That is so
dude.
Good.
And then after that, she was not allowed to touch any of the figures.
I would imagine so.
It was hilarious. I couldn't. It was amazing, and just the look on her face and the look on his face.
That's so amazing, dude. I can't.
It was great. Like I said, I thought the game was gonna be done. I thought the night.
Just
and this was we start the game at 7, and this was 7:30, and the wing is already broken. And I thought it was over. I thought it was done. I was ready. I literally started packing my stuff up.
Put your dice away.
Yeah. It was great. And then he managed to power through it. But it was, and I'm pretty sure he fixed it, but he took that figure away, off of the shelf. himself. Like, it was in, like, it got sent to a home upstate, you know, where he could roam free and fly around and not have to worry about
it's
people
funny.
just grabbing its wing.
I have a few figures like that, and I just put them away, and I don't. Every now and then I'll open it up and just go,
yeah.
And every one of them is because of Josh Guerra. Every one of them. It's hilarious. We actually call it Guerra-ing a figure. He once took a Thanos from the Silver Surfer line, and I was so pumped. 3 for $10 at Toy Works. I loved when they used to do those figures.
God, yeah.
Dude, I rode my bike there in the rain with a garbage bag as a backpack so I could put my toys in and they wouldn't get wet. I remember that day specifically because I got Drax the Destroyer, Silver Surfer, and Thanos. I also got 3 of the Earthworm Jim figures.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Awesome.
That game was fantastic back in the day.
And I picked up some
original
Hoppers.
Dark Souls.
Yeah, just hard. Just, there's unapologetically hard. It was a very Japanese game.
Yeah.
Like, you're being punished for playing. So, we get home, and Josh, I open up the Surfer. I'm like, dude, he's fully articulated, because before this, the Surfer was the one from the Marvel series, where the one we were talking about, Marvel All-Stars, I think, or something to that effect. And his hand only moved like this.
Nice.
So, like, it was just this line right here.
Yep.
So the hand would only move like this, and his knees were kind of locked, and then this one was, like, beautifully articulated. Josh goes, hey, can I check out this Thanos? I said, no problem, brother.
Yeah.
And he picked it up, and he goes to turn the head, and rips the head right up. And I looked at him and went, I just watched you do that! So, it's funny, because Baby T will, following in his footsteps, I guess, dumping out a whole water and going, oops, uh-oh. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
So,
she's, like, looking at you as you're doing it, too, like, yeah, I'm pouring that water out.
Oh, okay, Khalil. Yeah, what I said in the second to last video, Martin was mad. I think he told him to calm down, man. I need to see that video. Yeah, we really burned him.
Yeah.
Two episodes in a row. It was a Saturday live show, and then you follow that one right up with. That's when we came up with this.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah, Martin,
we have to do an edited piece where we do that.
Oh,
You make like
goes,
or you make like a smart.
Oh, I'm sorry. Get out of my head. Yeah, so, I'm sorry, not in the wrestling episode. We had, Khalil, I'm sorry, we had recorded a Cards Against Humanity game.
Yes,
come up
at Front Porch Brewery.
And we played with Mark Sev, who's doing our new music. Yep. We played with Beavis, who's normally on the video gaming episodes. And it was the 5Alive gang and Ryan from Front Porch. So we were drinking some beers and we were playing some Cards Against Humanity. And our final sign-off is always the same. I'm Bobby T. I'm Martin, I'm Crza, but in this case we were sitting in a different order. Martin said his name, and then Crza said his, and he went, wait a minute, why do I have to say my name? I'm closer to Bobby. And Martin just, woo! We found it.
Apparently,
we found the button.
And like, that phrase, or that, I guess, thought idea came into my mind, and it wasn't even like I'm gonna burn Marty, you know.
It worked.
Apparently, yeah. It just came into my mind as a joke, like, you know, because that's what we do. We joke around, we give each other a hard time. Or, I mean, how many times have you guys interrupted me during like my anime talk? Yeah, and you know, I take it with a grain of salt or whatever. It's not a big deal. We're all joking around, and in the end, we end up talking about whatever we're gonna talk about. It's no big deal. And just, I mean, Martin got a little upset.
Woo, Martin fired.
Yeah,
that was shots fired, and it was hilarious. Now, the worst part is as Martin is having a meltdown. Like, at one point, Martin, we know when he gets to his breaking point because he just starts going, and that is exactly what happened. And then he walked off.
Yeah.
He just threw his hands up and walked away, and we're like, oh, did Martin just quit the show? So, just so everybody knows, behind the scenes, we all are very good friends. Yes. We've been friends for years. It's always been a long-running joke that everything is built to be taken away from Martin. Part of my reasoning as to why I am so good at Pinball FX is because every time he gets a score he's proud of, I need to quadruple it just to make him feel like less of a person. Look,
that's so wrong.
Martin once said, and I will quote him directly, and he will agree to this. If my friends didn't call me a douchebag at least 4 times a day, I would think there was something wrong. And that is what we are, guys. It's we're friends.
Yeah.
We've been friends a long time.
One of my favorite Martin stories, I'll share a Martin story since he's not here. One of my favorite Martin stories is we used to work together years ago. And I remember he and I were working together, and we're getting ready to close up the store and everything like that. And this woman had come in and bought something, gave him the money, and then accused him of shortchanging her. And, you know, she was like, I gave you this much money, and that's why I should get this much amount back. And he said, no, you gave me this much, and that's why you get this much back. Yep. And so they're arguing, whatever. And finally, Martin got fed up, and he just gave her the money that she said she was owed or whatever.
Yeah.
So he gives her the money. She leaves. And of course, Martin is salty the rest of the night because
it's Martin.
Yep, because of the one person. So then we're closing up at the end of the night. He's counting down the registers and everything like that, and everything is even. And he says to me, "Huh, I guess that woman was right after all."
Right.
Dude, and like I lost it. I just started laughing, and I'm like, Martin, you gave that woman such a hard time.
Oh yeah.
And then you were wrong, and all you could say was like, "Huh, I guess she was right. I guess she really did give me this."
And the whole night he's like, that fucking bitch.
Yeah,
I know.
That was fantastic.
Oh, amazing. So guys, like I was saying, like, share, and subscribe. The share is most important, so we can start giving some shit away.
Yeah.
Let's jump into some of the things we found.
Yeah. Can we?
Absolutely, man.
So you gave me a Christmas gift. So I got you another Christmas gift. To go with your Leia Skywalker or Leia Organa. I don't know what they call her on here.
It doesn't show. Or it might just be Princess Leia.
Yeah, maybe Princess Leia. Speeder bike. I found another Chase variant of Luke to complete the set. Yeah, so
see, at this part, I would really like to hit a button where the song whoop, there it is.
There you go.
And then I'd be like this.
Yeah.
Wookie, there it is.
I wish we could pull out like a cardboard box and you can break dance in that Wookiee onesie.
Oh,
that'd be fantastic.
That'd be amazing.
Just pop it and lock it all over the place.
So yeah, dude, I absolutely love this figure. Baby T had immediately seen the other one. Couldn't stay in the box. It is upstairs in her play stuff right now. She just absolutely loves it. So yeah, Mommy T and Khalil, he is salty and haters gonna hate.
Hey.
That's we love him for what he is, not for what we want him to be.
I mean, dude, don't get me wrong. I've gotten upset at my fair share of people, in my job a bunch of times. And, here's the thing. When I get mad, I do get very mad. But it's all one big blow-off, right? I freak out. Yeah, I freak out. I yell out. I swear. I do whatever. I'll slam doors or do whatever. And then once the valve has been released and everything's back to normal, like I'm okay again, like and that's it. So yeah, I've lost it on customers.
Yeah, I'll tell you a story of what happened to me 2 nights ago at a Target after all this is over. It was pretty glorious. Let's just put it like this: the Sublime once said that fucking and fighting, it's all the same. And the way I deal with grief is going to either be toys.
Yeah.
A lady, Mommy T at that, and straight up fighting. So we will talk about this afterwards. It was pretty phenomenal. And Mommy T's mad at me for it, but I'm sorry, I can't.
Sometimes you gotta fight. It's just
the
way it is. Yeah, you gotta let those caveman urges.
Tell you what, man, it felt the same.
Yeah,
it felt the same. So
you just got to do it.
One thing I was actually super interested in, we'll actually jump into. What are you playing?
Let's see. I'm still trying to get through Wolfenstein. I've been playing a little bit of that.
Do you have claim back to the living room, or did you move? Oh, you moved
everything
everything
back
everything
up to my room. Yeah, so everything is in my room now.
You sprayed that chair, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
There's better be some Febreze.
Yes.
That man's taint has been on that chair.
Yes. No. It's been cleaned and everything. New Scotch Guard applied and everything like that. But yeah, so I moved everything upstairs to my room now, so I can game there. I am spending the weekend for the holiday at my mother's, so I am playing a lot of Super Mario Odyssey now because I have my Switch with me. So that's pretty much what I've been playing.
Yeah, Mommy T actually told me she was going to get me a Switch for Christmas. I told her to hold off.
Yeah.
Just because it's $300 now. By the time we pay for that, that's going to be $318. I'm going to get the warranty on it, so it's going to be another $40, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Something in that neighborhood.
I think
because
30.
It's a tablet piece.
Yeah.
It's going to fall. It's going to get broken. I do not want to deal with that. So now we're up to $360. Then you got to buy a game. That's another $65. Spins out of control.
You know, if you can find a pre-owned one, GameStop is doing a promotion where pre-owned systems get a free 1-year warranty on it. Yeah.
Well, is it on the shelf next to the unicorns and
you know, some stores
and the heart of the mountain?
Dude,
like, is that right there too?
Some stores might have them. I actually got an Xbox One X traded in the other day, so you know.
I kind of hid something from Mommy T.
Uh-oh.
I had to.
Was it your lady? The lady that's... It's
the lady I was talking about. No, that lady is Mommy T. Yeah, so PS4 has VR.
Yes.
And Mommy T's favorite game of all time.
Skyrim.
And it's VR.
Yeah.
And she wants it.
No.
And I knew it,
don't.
and I stopped. I just didn't say it out loud because I knew she was going to go for it. Not only are we talking system, game, VR rig.
Yeah.
And what do they use? Like $250 now, I think?
Something like that. You can buy a VR bundle with Skyrim for $350 that comes with everything you need. But don't...
I'd like you to shut your stupid mouth
no,
if you can stop telling about good deals.
Here's the thing. Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it. The VR, much like everything that Sega does, that Sony does, is going to be a fad.
Yes.
They've done it with the Vita. They've done it with the Move, the PlayStation TV. The minute sales start to lag, they're going to... Yeah, exactly. So don't do it because there's not a... The VR...
Let's get Chewbacca, man. That dude must have been sweating all the time in this thing. I'll tell you what.
The VR is not going to be worth it, in my opinion. The games... the VR at this point is like the Switch right now. Mm-hmm. Doom, Elder Scrolls Skyrim, Resident Evil 7, those are probably the three best games for the VR. All of the other games...
I'd love if Mommy T played Resident Evil 7 just to hear her scream and poop her pants.
There you go.
Because that's a scary-ass game.
I would imagine Doom would kind of be pretty scary, too. These space demons popping out all over the place. But anyway...
real quick, before we finish, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Do hit that like down there. It does help us out. We do have to beat this algorithm. I see we got a few new watchers. So hit the like and make some comments.
Yeah.
So... I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. So, there's probably about a handful of 3 full games that are out on the VR, which are the 3 that I mentioned before. The rest are kind of like these short mini-type games that are only a couple hours long. And, I understand why they do that, because the VR is not meant to be, you're not meant to game with it, for that long and everything like that. So, obviously, you don't want to wear...
what the hell's going to happen with Skyrim?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Jesus.
I get why you'd want to play Skyrim in VR, but don't. It's not worth it to spend $200 to $400 on whatever version of the PS4 you're going to be getting. Let's face it, it's going to be $400 because she's going to want the PS4 Pro.
Get the newest best one.
You want the Pro because you've got the X, you want the 4K. You've already got a 4K TV, so there's really no reason buying a PS4 Slim or even
what the hell is the point?
Yeah, exactly. So $400 right there for a PS4 Pro.
Right off the top.
$350 for the VR bundle with
$750.
It's not.
Let's not forget tax.
That's true too.
We're at right now with what you just said, $45 in tax in the state of Connecticut. So that is literally $800, and we haven't even bought the game
for
yet.
one game.
No, we haven't bought the game.
Well,
yet.
no, because the bundle comes with.
Oh,
the bundle comes with.
Okay, yeah.
So at least you get that. So you're getting all of that for one game. You could build a good gaming PC for $750, and that would be better than a PS4 Pro. And then if you're all about the graphics and everything like that, you could build a PC.
I was just gonna say we can get a rig for about that
exactly.
much.
You can, and then you can do VR with the PC because you've got Oculus Rift and there's the HTC Vive and stuff like that. Which
Destasio has a set, and unless a mom comes up and says her kid wants it, I think I could get it off for a really good price. There you go. Yeah, Mel. My math is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It actually surprises Mommy T from time to time. It is pretty funny, but
so well, I mean, you deal with numbers all the time when you're doing toys and everything. You know,
I got it just right off the top of the head. You gotta,
But yeah, I mean, for 700.
All right, hey, we got a new subscriber, J-Star. So hey, J-Star, if you're watching, give us a like, comment in the chat here. Tell us what you're into. Still looking at our favorite toys.
I mean, and here's the thing too about spending $750. Wouldn't you rather spend that on toys than, you know?
And therein lies my problem. So, as Mommy T tells me this, now, when holidays roll around, I don't accept gifts from my wife. It's, look, sometimes she'll find me something special, but if it's off the shelf, and, you know, there's a good chance I'm going to find it before she gets it for me for Christmas. So we just kind of go along that idea, that we just get what we want, so just, it's fine. There are a few list items that I have said in the past, I don't want that gift, I want blank. That blank is usually the USS flag from G.I. Joe.
There you go,
I could find one. I have access to one for about somewhere between $600 and $800. Almost complete. It's missing only a few little things. Oh, hey, J-Star, you a Marvel Legends fan? Toy Biz or the Hasbro stuff? Yeah, Star Wars Black Series, my jam too. What nobody sees here is that this case here's got some Star Wars. Then I have all the rare figures over in a case over there. And then I've got a 2 to 3 of everything that's ever come out for that line. I told Mommy T years ago I stopped collecting for like 3 years. 2 to 3 years I very lightly collected. Only went for Boba Fett's, urban vinyl that I liked, things like that. Very rarely did I buy toys, all on the grounds that I said, if they make a 6-inch version of Star Wars, I'm buying 2 to 3 of all of them. And sure enough, they did it, and a couple of years back, she got me that TIE Fighter, that monster 18, or it's about 20 inches tall.
Yeah, speaking of toys, my pop collection is probably going to start growing again because next month in January, Dragon Ball Super Pops are going to be coming out, so I'm probably going to have to go hunting for the same characters that they're going to be releasing.
What Crza doesn't know is that we're probably going to get some Dragon Ball Super figure arts in. That may be coming his way to start a certain addiction.
Gestapo Trunks. That's all I want. I just
so awesome.
I want that figure.
I don't even like Dragon Ball. I want that figure. He's so amazing.
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet figure.
So, J-Star left us with the list. Loving your list, by the way, J-Star. He's got Marvel Legends, Star Wars Black, Mecha Predator Aliens, which is another one we absolutely love. Got a few back here. I mostly go for the Colonial Marines. I love those more, I think, than anything. Kind of on the fence whether or not I want that James Cameron one.
Yeah.
And he also says Hasbro and Transformers.
Nice.
So
yeah, I can't go wrong.
I always wanted Transformers, but as a kid they were always too expensive for.
Yeah, the diecast back then.
This is where it was, man.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I was a mask kid. I had
we've talked.
Yeah, I had a ton of mask toys. I would get those for Christmas or generally for most holidays. It was.
I tried to find you a Rhino.
Yeah,
I located one.
Dude, it's so much.
The problem is the only one I could find was complete mint seal.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going, I think a $300 figure.
Yeah, no, dude.
I'll find it loose eventually. Chris is gonna come in here one day, and Rhino's gonna be sitting here, and he's gonna burst into tears.
Dude, that was my holiday gift. That was my number one. That was my Red Ryder BB gun. That was it. I wanted that toy so badly, and then when I finally did get it,
sir, do I have something for you?
Yeah,
quite literally, we have a Red Ryder BB gun here. I showed it to you years ago for Halloween. Josh had come as Rick from the comic book version of Walking Dead, and he had the hand taped off, and his wife was why did I just forget her name? The sniper. Andrea?
Yeah, maybe.
Is that it? I can't remember. But she came dressed as her. Phenomenal costume. She had the slash across her face. Yeah, it was very comical.
I saw the prop. You had it in the closet there. Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
That year for Halloween, I started the night in like SWAT gear and stuff. But I had my arm was taped up, and I like dotted like a zombie bite, and then every hour I would like loosen the rag, and then like my thing would loosen. By the end of the night, I had my eyes were all blued out, and it was all nasty on the thing, and it just like, so I kind of stayed in character. That's the trick.
Yeah.
Stay in character the whole time.
That's true.
One of my favorite costumes was, I was Wario, Jesse was Mario, and our friend Jason was Luigi. Mm-hmm. At the time, Jesse's girlfriend was Princess Peach. Mm-hmm. Blonde hair, she looked the part. Mm-hmm. Perfect. We were in St. Mark's down in New York, and coming around the corner, no joke, was a dude dressed as Toad.
Nice.
Could not help it. And so what's funny is now we're in the middle of like hipster central. Mm-hmm. A lot of tourists here from all over the world, and they see us, and it was like being at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Can you take pictures? Yeah, click, 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 click. Take one step. Click, 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 click. And it was just, for a good 25 minutes, we were just taking a step, reposing.
Yeah, yep.
But I stayed in character as Wario all night.
Nice.
So good. The way you have to do it, this is kind of the hard part. Mm. You have to take like tissue paper or something. You got to stuff it up your nose because he's really nasally.
Yep.
So I had up my nose, and then I cut out of Gator Board the crinkle mustache, and then did a lot of spirit gum. I made like a spirit gum base. I actually grew, at the time I didn't have a mustache, I grew a little bit of a stubble mustache, so I had something to hold on to. So yeah, if you see, I had the blue underneath my eyes, and it was a really good costume. I enjoyed that night, but yeah.
There was one year I dressed up as Jesus for Halloween.
Remember that?
That was pretty good.
We were friends for that one.
I'll have to see if I can find the picture, because I have a picture at...
You had hair.
Yeah, well, I did have hair, but I did have a wig because I could never really grow hair that long. But I'll have to see if I can find the picture of it, because we were at Lynn and Bill's Jack and Jill. It was a Jack and Lantern and Jill party. Party, yep. So it was a costume party, and a Jack and Jill party in one. And I have a picture of a bunch of us simulating the Last Supper at this like bar table or whatever.
It's awesome. It's so good.
I'll have to see if I can find it. I have it somewhere on my computer. I'll have to see if I can find it, and then maybe I'll post it on the Instagram.
Nice.
You guys can check it out.
So playing wise, I can't remember the name of the game. I think it's called just ball rolling. Mm-hmm. It's a very simple game. I'll actually post a link to it a little later on when I remember the name of it. You basically put your finger on the screen. It's a mobile game. Mm-hmm. Put your finger on the screen. The ball rolls, and the terrain is lumpy.
Yes. So you're telling me about
that. The goal is to get the ball over the line. You get a bonus for how many times you do it. Mm-hmm. How smooth your landing is, how smooth your takeoff is, and it's a mindless game that over this last few weeks has been my kind of.
How's Cuphead been? Have you kind of cooled down on that?
I stopped playing Cuphead because I was already emotionally distressed. And I just couldn't take it anymore, man. I just couldn't take it.
Devil, damn you!
So actually, it's kind of funny you bring that up. So we'll pop this out real quick.
Oh yeah.
I did pick up a. Gamestop is doing these. This is awesome. I love the box.
Yes.
This is a Cuphead T-shirt. That comes right now. They're on sale, $11.99. Get your asses to GameStop. They're normally $19.99. It is, however, not clearance. This is regular price. It's a sale price, so you will not receive buy one get one on these. The first one I grabbed, however, is Cuphead. We'll open that shirt in a minute.
I want that so bad.
And then the other shirt that I found was one I've been looking for, the Portal Gun shirt with Rick and Morty. It is a pop shirt. I'm telling you, Khalil, man, Cuphead stresses me out, dude. So. Oh, no, okay, Mommy T, no, that's not the one from Clary's where we couldn't figure out who was holding the mic.
Oh, yeah, no, this was, I forget.
This is a different one. It was a party, and there's a long table, and everyone's dressed up.
Yes, I don't remember what bar that was at, but
I don't remember.
God, Clary's, oh my God, talking about bringing up...
dredging up the past, huh?
Name for the past, Jesus.
So, Clary's was a karaoke bar, Irish bar that we went to. I became the karaoke DJ, which was amazing because you got to drink for free.
Yeah.
So it was basically me DJing karaoke for all of my friends while getting paid for it.
Yeah, basically.
Best job ever. That's actually where I met Mommy T for the most part. That's where it all kind of started to roll. All of our badness. We did some things. So on that note, you know what? I am going to hit enter, and that Steam code is live. It is a $10 Steam card. Check out the Valve deals. They are the best, and the indie deals are phenomenal.
Use your Russian hackers, use your Chinese hackers, whatever tools you've got at your disposal to get that code.
So, what else here? Yeah, I've been playing Ascension. I got the bug back, man.
I play that on my phone a lot when, like, on my break and stuff like that, or
stop.
Yeah.
Once you start, man, it's such a good game. It's so perfectly structured.
The problem I have with the Ascension game, especially on the mobile format, I don't think it's my phone because I don't have a lot of stuff downloaded on it, so I can't see it being bogged down by the size of the game. But when you get towards the end of the game and you have like a million things to do, it takes forever for the computer to take its turn, and like that's what really kind of bothers me because you have this awesome hand staring at you,
or you're waiting for the computer to go. It's like,
or there's something that you want to buy and you're just waiting for it, to see if it's going to be there. It's your turn, and the computer is taking forever, and it's like lagging down, and I'm like, I can't do this right now, and like I'll have to stop playing, like, and just kind of let it sit for a little bit until I get maybe gets a little bit more patient. But there are some times it's bad.
Do you know that there is an option for to enhance the speed of the game? If you go into your settings, there is a game speed goes from slow, normal, and fast.
Okay,
so you can do that. But if you change it in the middle of a game, the game will still go slow until the next game loads up. So, the game we're talking about was called Ascension. It's a deck builder game. Not by Cryptozoic, right? No, very similar.
Yeah, I don't know who does it, but yeah, very similar to the DC deck builders. Basically, there's a row in the center that has monsters and cards that you purchase, and basically you're building a deck around the cards that are in the center to buy, and earning points by defeating said monsters, and every monster has maybe a special ability that you get to use when you defeat it and stuff like that, and then like I said, you're building your deck around that. So
Martin hates playing with me.
Yeah,
I'd love to see an episode of Martin playing with me and you and Martin playing it, because he would just lose it and walk out. I primarily like to play Enlightened and Earthbound.
Yeah.
Reason being is because Earthbound. Earthbound.
Lifebound. Yeah.
Earthbound's a whole other thing. Lifebound allows you a lot of times to have these effects where if you play that card and you play another Lifebound, you'll get another effect.
Yes.
So it's usually draw a card, and that's what I'm all about. Same with Enlightened.
Yeah.
Master Dartha, the Lidless Eye. These are cards that I go for.
Yeah.
So when I'm playing, I'm drawing and drawing. So at one point, I've got 15 cards in my hand, and you're just shaking in your boots because you know what's in that hand. Like, because my deck, I usually trim it up nice.
Yeah.
And there's only like 40 cards, so every hand I'm cycling my entire deck. It's pretty amazing. GTA Game Series. Oh, all right. Khalil the Gamer. He won.
Ah, sweet.
Got the Steam card. It says he's getting one of the old GTA game series.
Nice. There you go.
Nice. They every now and then they do a with the GTAs, they'll do a pack where it'll be GTA 1, 2, London, and some of the other ones, and it's like usually pretty cheap.
Don't worry, Mommy T. We got a special Steam card for you later when the show is over.
You said Steam? You meant Steamy.
There you go.
A Steamy Wookie. I'm going to give her the Steamy Wookie. It's really just the sweaty, hairy dude.
Yeah.
It's not anything gross.
That's so just normal Bobby T. Is that what you're telling me?
Sweaty tea. But I'm not talking about sweaty t-shirt. Just head to toe. So, being in the realm of gaming here, we'll talk real quick about some things I picked up. For the Cards Against Humanity, I picked up the Sci-Fi pack, which I don't have down here. I also picked up the Christmas pack and the Chosen People pack, so it's based around Hanukkah and Judaism. The other two that were in that selection were the Fantasy pack and the Geek pack. So we haven't actually opened these, so let's, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We'll play quick. Let's do one quick hand.
Sure, yeah.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what cards come up. Maybe do one or two. All right, so I'm going with the Geek Pack. So it looks like a lot of gaming and whatnot. Crza has the Fantasy Pack.
Of course, I'm opening the Fantasy Pack, yeah.
All right, let's give these a little shuffle here, and we'll do a couple. Here, give me those. You shuffle the black ones, I'll shuffle the white ones, and then we'll do a quick.
That's kind of cool that you can play the packs independently without the main.
Yeah, don't really need it. That's kind of the beauty of the game. So this. So while we're talking, we'll talk about another pickup that I had. I've been lightly interested in these. Hasbro had made a bargain basement oh my god, that couldn't be more perfect. They made a bargain basement version of action figures, and I love these because they're not 5 PA, they're 4 points of articulation. At Walgreens right now, buy 2 get 1 free.
Not bad.
$6.99 a piece. I picked up Rey, Han Solo, and Darth Maul. What's awesome about these is they use the faces from the Star Wars Black figures. So you have actually really good heads on here. Comes with some, and the lightsabers also come from Star Wars Black. So they have some really good pieces with them. So we'll do a little unopening on those. But likeness is perfect. Details are beautiful. But again, no leg articulation. It's only the waist, the arms, and the head.
You know what I find really funny about Star Wars, and maybe this is more so the fans. I don't understand how Darth Maul became so popular when he did absolutely nothing.
He looks badass.
Is that what it is? That all
Why
it
is Boba Fett popular?
That's the thing.
The helmet, the gun, badass.
And here's the thing. Boba Fett from the original trilogy, yes, I would get your point on like why people love him. But and I know the extended universe is no longer canon, but there's a lot of literature out there based around Boba Fett. So I could see why people do love Boba Fett because there's a story. What was that? There was a bounty hunter book. I think it was just a series of like short stories focused on a bunch of different bounty hunters. And there's a story about Boba Fett escaping the Sarlacc pit that he fell into in return. Yeah,
amazing.
That is badass. So I could see why. But like I've heard virtually nothing about Darth Maul, and people are like just going insane over him.
One of the things I really do actually like about Darth Maul is that Ray Park is badass.
Yes,
there's no denying the dude's got the look. The makeup was perfect. Did you know that he did not voice one word of it?
Yeah.
So when he said, "At last we'll have our revenge," that's Peter Serafinowicz, more known as the roommate in. What the hell is that movie? Shaun of the Dead.
Okay.
Who's dead up in the... He's got that voice. And it's so perfect. So, first time they had a dual lightsaber. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Now, why saying he's got the dope look?
Yeah.
First time they had the dual lightsaber, and he had some dope-ass kung fu movies.
It's true. I mean, I guess I base my favorite characters around their merits, you know, like things.
Well, here's where he got me.
Yeah.
I actually saw that the first time I saw the movie, I was dumbfounded because I walked out thinking, did I just watch a movie based on intergalactic trade disputes? So after realizing that, I did actually watch episode 1 again with the new mind, kind of looking at it a little differently. Jar Jar says a couple weird things. There's a few plants put in there that you got to be looking for them and wash away the fact that you think this is the dumbest fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
And you hear Jar Jar say, Misa thinking you don't like us so much because we have such a big army. Like, oh shit, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Like, he realizes what's going on. Don't play him for a fool.
Yeah.
Like, there's something in there.
Dude, honestly, out of the original trilogy, the Phantom Menace is my favorite one. Like,
it was definitely the best of the bunch.
I thought the Phantom Menace was the best.
Attack of the Clones is the worst movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, that one was garbage.
Sand gets everywhere.
Oh, dude. And then turning Yoda into a rabid chihuahua.
Oh, he was a Super Ball with a lightsaber attached to it. Oh, I couldn't even take it. It was miserable.
Attack of the Clones to me was George Lucas wiping his ass on script paper and then throwing it down on the table really and bad. People being like, "This is amazing."
Much like Brock Lesnar, I look at the Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith the same way I look at Brock Lesnar. I love the Clone Wars cartoon.
Yeah.
But if the best thing about you is something else, then I don't like you.
Yeah.
I like the something else. So Clone Wars, that show is so good.
That series was fantastic.
They do get into the diplomatic stuff, but you really have to understand you're dealing with a whole galaxy here. There's a lot of people in this galaxy, and it gets a little nuts. All right, guys. So we are going to put up a code for VRV. So if you go to, let me get the website, vrv.co/redeem. We are going to be giving away a little gift card here. We do love this service.
Yeah.
You get Crunchyroll, Rooster Teeth.
Funimation.
Yep, Funimation's in there. what's that Dan Harmon game?
Harmon Quest.
Harmon Quest. Yep. So, hey, let's, I want to pop this code up, and we're going to play maybe a couple hands of this.
Yeah, sounds good.
Everybody in the comments, like I was saying, give us a +1. And, like I was saying, every comment helps. Share the hell out of this. And, those +1s are actually, if you put a +1 in the comments, you will be entered immediately into winning our mystery pack.
Yeah, give the gift.
+1.
Give the gift of 5Alive to your family and friends. I mean, what else? What better?
There will be a 5Alive shirt.
There you go. Yeah. So. What better thing? What better gift to give your family and friends?
Okay, here we go. Mal has reasoning.
Well, reasoning for what? Why not to give?
Darth Maul.
Okay.
Darth Maul was strong with the Force. Sidious took him as a disciple, also as a way to use him as a hostage against his mother, who was a big-time priest on the planet and had some influence. Which is true. That's they go into it in the Clone Wars when he had come back and his brother comes to help save him, and he was like a spider monster.
Yeah.
Dude, he was awesome when he showed back up. He was used and discarded, but then survived and started his own plan for revenge. Yes, that is his plan for revenge was beautiful, but you just know because you had already seen episode 2 and 3.
Yeah,
this goes nowhere.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know this isn't going to go anywhere. So, like we're saying, vrb.com/redeem, and that code is now live.
There you go.
So if you do win the code, throw it into the chat that you won. Let's see. It'll probably be Mal Wise. He wins everything. He's got speedy fingers.
Khalil got it. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, tell us what country of origin hackers you use to get that code, Khalil. We appreciate that.
All right, so black card is. Let me just.
Yeah.
Luke, I am your blank.
Nice.
I have not looked at it yet. The card is heavy breathing. Luke, I am your blank. So let's see.
Do a rando in here just to kind of make it. Are you judging? Is that
no? We'll let the fans judge this one.
Okay, sweet.
All right, so you're throwing 2 cards down?
No, I throw a rando just okay.
Just
kind of so they don't know.
All right, so our 3 cards are, and everybody.
Are you gonna read, or do you want me to read?
Yeah, you can read them.
Yeah, sure.
So in the comments, leave your favorite one, and we'll see who wins it.
Oh, there you go. Heavy breathing. Luke, I am true love's kiss. Luke, I am a dwarf who won't leave you alone until you compare penis sizes. And then finally, Luke, I am Hodor.
Ooh, that one's good. Also incredibly sad.
Yeah.
God, that episode rips the heart right out of you, man. I tell you. So, let's play another quick hand here. That was our first hand.
Yeah.
So we've got Hodor, a dwarf who won't leave till you compare penis sizes, and True Love's Kiss. Oh, gotta get one more white card here. Crza grabbed 2, and
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
All right.
We're supposed to have 5 cards, right?
5. Yep.
Yeah, I got it. All right. Having tired of poetry and music, the immortal elves now fill their days with blank. Oof.
You'll throw 2 down.
You...
Yeah, you threw 2 down last time I did it.
Well, I threw 2 as a rando from the
pile.
Oh,
yeah, I thought you did it from your hand. Okay,
yeah.
I gotcha. All right, so having tired.
Yeah.
God, I'm wasted, guys. I'm sorry, I can't even read. Having tired of poetry and music, the immortal elves now fill their days with how hot Orlando Bloom was in Lord of the Rings.
There you go.
Kneeing a wizard in the balls, which I'm pretty sure they'd want to get Gandalf for something. Yeah. And accidentally conjuring a legless horse that can't stop ejaculating. So, tell us what you guys like.
That's all very...
It's all pretty rough stuff. Yeah. So, hey, who got that VRV code? Did anyone claim that yet? If so, go watch some anime.
Yeah.
All right, so we had a little fun time with that. We'll add that to the big box.
Oh, yeah, man. Cards Against Humanity is always a good time.
A little upset at them with their last campaign. I understand their meaning. They took every year they do a big campaign. In this particular year, they took all the money they collected and bought a plot of land where Trump's wall is going to be going through.
Nice.
And by them owning it and not than selling it, they're using all of the money to pay for lawyers to combat the U.S. government when it comes to get the land as eminent domain or whatever it may be. Now, the problem is that I love the idea.
Yeah.
The United States of American taxpayers are going to pay taxes, and that money is going to go towards that lawsuit. So it's like, I get your point, but you're actually causing more harm than you're doing good here.
Well, what if they build something on the land then, like, or is there some way where they can?
I guess, but we're still going to have to deal with all the lawyer combating. So
maybe BobbyT could do some lawyer pro bono work.
She does real estate law. So, what are you listening to? We've kind of been skipping through.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know why. I've been on a huge Clash kick lately. I've been listening to a lot of the Clash, their first 3 albums, which is London Calling, The Clash, and then I can't remember what their second studio album is called.
Hey, Rebecca just signed in. Hello, Rebecca. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the like button. Give us a +1 if you want to be entered into the giveaway. We've got a lot of mystery things. And if Rebecca's part of it, I've already got half of it for you.
So, I've been listening to a lot of Clash, listening to Rage Against the Machine, a band called No Cash, which is kind of like a similar vein of Choking Victim or Leftover Crack, if you know them. Just, a lot of the same stuff, but just kind of going back to some of the older things. That's basically it.
Yeah, again, for me, it hasn't been much.
Yeah.
It's been dwarven chanting.
There you go.
Let's see.
The saddest of the saddest rock songs.
Oh, God. I've been singing
Poison. Every rose has its thorn. I know.
It hasn't really been much. Notorious B.I.G. I did actually just get...
P. Diddy, I'll see you when we get there.
Oh, my God. I wouldn't listen to that with your ears. Let's see. I got something new from Vinyl Me, Please. All right. So from Vinyl Me, Please, this is a service I've talked about before here.
Just don't show your address there.
Again. Let's see. It's not that. Okay, all right. It's the one that's got weight to it. Let's see, because the other ones aren't in their boxes anymore. All right. So got one of the most influential albums of all time. So once a month, just like any subscription box, you pay $29.99. I think it is free shipping, and you get a vinyl record, a special vinyl record, usually colored vinyl, different colored prints and stuff like that. Very limited stuff.
Colored vinyl is the best.
Oh,
I love
beautiful.
it. Yeah.
So this is Miles Davis's Sorcerer. If you listen to any music from about 1967 until the mid to late 70s, you're hearing the influence of Miles Davis. Jimi Hendrix specifically calls him out as inspiration, especially this album. So in it, you also get a drink recipe, a mixology recipe. You get original artwork, which I really like this piece, and it's on some pretty good heavy stock. And then you get an idea of some of the stuff that's in the store for this particular month, any of the special stuff. What I'm waiting for is for one of my favorite bands, the Scotalites. They did a Scotalites album like 5 months ago. I missed it. It was right before I signed up. But this month actually has 2 albums I really do like. Thelonious Monk's Complete Prestige and Guru's Jazzmatazz Volume 2. Phenomenal old school hip hop record. I'm waiting for Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass to eventually show.
Nice.
So colored vinyl wise, I can't even remember what color this one was.
Speaking of monthly subscriptions, I think I got an email the other day that Loot Crate is jacking up their shipping again.
Shipping price is going up again.
What the hell, Loot Crate? Come on.
So now the other issue is, now for Loot Apparel, which the shipping was already, whatever it was, $3. That's now not worth it anymore.
Yeah,
you priced me out of the game.
I loved the Loot anime crates. I mean, I've gotten some real good quality stuff out of there. But I don't know.
This feels like a pocket picking.
Yeah.
And they're going, because we're getting better, bigger stuff and this and that. No, you're not. Yeah. Look at our last video talking about the DX. That was the biggest piece of crap that had ever crapped its way into a box. I don't know anybody who was like, hey. All right, here we go. So I thought it was Baby Blue. It is not. Last one, St. Vincent, was Baby Blue. Pepto Pink.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Is absolutely beautiful.
I wonder if it's Loot Crate losing subscribers to competitors' crates, because now there's a lot of other options out there. I wonder if it's them losing subscribers, and they're just jacking up the price to milk what they can get from their already subscribers.
Now, one of the other things about Loot Crate, a little bit behind the scenes on Loot Crate, they had done so badly for so long that they're currently trying to get themselves out of a hole. They have the most prevalent name in these boxes, so I think that's what's really kept them around. But you can only keep rolling that ball of wax for so long, and it is running out for them, especially when you've got, I think, 3 other anime crates out there. Because we did look. We did notice that some of our more popular videos have to do with the anime stuff, so we're going to do more of those. And Loot Crate, you are not winning. Yeah. You're not.
It's a shame, too, because, like I said, I enjoy the Loot Crate anime boxes. And I've gotten a lot of really cool figures and T-shirts and just random like knickknacks. I mean, one of the Loot Crate anime themes for the Back to School one was fantastic. I got a bento box, an Assassination Classroom dry erase board.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, awesome.
A Danganronpa cosplay tie.
Well, same like that, the Android version of the DX. Yeah. Every piece in that box I absolutely love. And then we get, I'm wearing the shirt. Yeah. That month's Loot Apparel was the Nostromo shirt that I wear all the time. The regular box had a Data comic in it. Like, everything was perfect in that box. But then
we got the Justice League box. Yeah.
So, this month's Loot Apparel, late as hell. Everything's late this month. I still haven't received my my next box, which... whatever the one after Unite was. I still haven't even received it because they said there was an issue with the T-shirt manufacturer, so it's all going to ship late. I got a tracking number. Yeah. It's not coming in.
I think a lot of it is UPS, too, just being...
Hey, Mallrat6996 is here.
Here you go.
Jerk.
I thought we fired him. What is he doing? But the... I think a lot of it has to do with UPS, too. They're just severely bogged down.
Whatever it is, it's pissing me off.
They don't even have proper trucks to deliver all of their packages. I get shipment in a U-Haul truck.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So this month's Loot Apparel, last month's Loot Apparel was a Voltron. It was part of the Unite line, which makes so much sense to me. Why was there not a Voltron thing in the DX box? Why did I get a Buffy the Vampire Slayer statue?
What does she have to do with you? Yeah, what does she have to do with Unite?
Voltron.
Yeah.
So this month it came with a hat, the Black Beanie hat, which had a Black Lion embroidered on it.
Oh, nice.
Problem is, I went to go pull the tag because it was scratching my head, and it undid the seam. And then even more to the fact, they bought a very low-quality hat. So when you have a beanie, you want it to be perfectly round. So when you put it on your head, it stays to your head. This, it's kind of like a Frankenstein head.
It's nice, yeah.
So it has like these little points. It's awful. And then the other thing in there was a scarf.
That's pretty sweet.
The scarf is pretty cool. The lions do look the same, so hold that up to the camera.
Yeah, I love scarves, especially this time of the year now when it's so cold.
Well, and everything. I may say Merry Christmas to you because fuck that thing.
I have so many, dude. I can't. So when I was a kid, when I was probably between the years of 10 and all the way up to, God, 25, because that's when my grandmother passed away. I went to Germany almost every summer to visit my family, and every summer I would buy an FC Bayern Munich scarf.
Jeez.
So yeah, I have a ton of FC Bayern Munich scarves that I wear all the time. Like, there's one that I have that's so old. It doesn't even have all of the championships they've won.
Awesome.
Like since I got that scarf.
I have Yankee stuff like that where it says like 25 and counting. It's like no, counting is where it's at.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's cool to have that stuff, but yeah, I mean,
you get stuck with exactly.
Dude, I've got so many scarves. But this one, I like it because it's the length of it is very long too. Like it,
That's
it's
a good
covered.
size.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like a normal one that's probably about half the size. I think a standard scarf. Can you just hold it up? Yeah, I think a standard scarf is probably about that. Yeah, that length. Yeah, exactly.
And but the width on this and the length on this, it's about 6 feet.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, this is a decent piece. $14.99 was the crate, but then you got to add the $3 for shipping, and now another $3 for shipping. So is this worth $21? And it's not.
Yeah, I get that, and you know what the sad thing is too, especially about the Loot Crate anime. I signed up for Crunchyroll because you got $5 off the anime box for having a subscription, but now that savings is pretty much nullified because of the extra cost that they're charging me for shipping.
It's offset.
So yeah, it I don't know.
So
I think I'm gonna have to start looking at some of the other anime stuff that they got, and
absolutely. So let's go over some of the stuff we got here. Briefly, we could talk about wrestling. We didn't have a wrestling show this week. Clash of the Champions happened. Mostly everyone kept their titles except for Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, that was an awesome match.
That finish was one of the coolest. I was talking with Martin about this yesterday. One of the coolest finishes I've seen in a long time was Bobby Roode about to take a deep six from Baron Corbin, and instead, mid-move, getting a zigzag by Dolph Ziggler, thus dropping Corbin to his move, and Bobby Roode falling to Corbin's move, making it easy for Ziggler to do.
I was about to leave to go to the movies when that happened, and I had to stop and stay
for a second,
and stay and watch the replay before I could leave to head to the theater. So yeah, it was a very good match.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah. So see, the rest of that card, it was a solid card. I think overall. Raw, they had announced that there's going to be a women's battle royal. Alexa Bliss was in the ring and happy that this was going to happen. I don't understand that. This broke kayfabe in the worst way. You now had in the ring Ruby Riott and her people, and you had all of these other people on the roster who are supposed to hate each other. But you now have Alicia Fox and Sharon Corbin holding hands with their hands up like this. And you go, didn't you just hit her with a chair last week or something? Like, it was really bad in that sense.
As long as Alicia Fox is wearing her captain's outfit, dude, I will take it. I will watch her in that outfit every Monday.
Oh, you'll take it all right. From the sweaty Wookiee. Oh, by the way, let me go back up in the chat here. Mommy T said she'd rather have a raging Klingon.
There you go.
So, again, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit like, especially if you're Martin and you're from this damn show. Why don't you hit like, you jerk?
Yeah. If you want a raging Klingon, I think you're going to have to look elsewhere because we got into a huge discussion about that like a month ago. And we have a text chain going on with me, BobbyT, and Martin. Obviously we discussed the show and stuff like that. And what was it like? Yeah, it had to have been about a month ago. We were discussing like Federation versus Klingon, and I said I was a Klingon, and you said you're Federation, and I had gotten this whole lecture from BobbyT about why the Federation is the better organization.
Well,
like that.
It matches your.
To a certain
extent. It matches you. But see, the thing is that the Klingons are like the Federation, except their rules of succession have everything to do with violent takeover. So when you're leading by intimidation, you're leading a different kind of communism. Whereas opposed to the Federation, Klingons, they're straight up utopian.
Yeah, see, the Klingons are the beginning of the revolution. That's what it is. The Klingons are the beginning. You need the violence. You need the upheaval. You need that. You need all that stuff. And then the Federation is the end product.
Well, but see now the problem is that we also as humans within the Star Trek timeline had our Klingon phase. Where they talk about it in.
I think in Deep Space Nine they go back. When they go back in time.
But then it's also talked about in All Good Things and in Encounter at Farpoint, where the crew goes over into the Q Continuum, and the security guard is dressed in the silver and black stuff, and he's shooting guns and he's sniffing stuff, and it's from our more primitive time where we were just killing each other, doing drugs, and looking for dominance, and it took us getting that low for us to figure out that the Federation is what we really needed.
So. To conclude my point is you're not getting a raging Klingon from BobbyT then.
You'll get
a serene federation.
A stoic federation.
There you go.
So, SmackDown was kind of a little more of the same.
Yeah.
Sammy and KO won due to a Daniel Bryan quick count. We kind of saw that happening. I think we're going to see Shane versus Daniel Bryan at Mania. The timing works out on their contracts like that. So a couple figures I picked up, ones I had wanted, and I just walked into Target and caught a fresh case.
Nice.
It's the only way you really get them.
Yeah.
The Shinsuke Nakamura from, that's from, I believe, TakeOver Dallas.
With his Michael Jackson leather jacket.
Yeah, this is his more Michael Jackson. I think this was, or his debut.
Nice.
And then I picked up the Revival, Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson. They come with the new NXT Tag Team belts, so that's really awesome on its own. I do think it's funny that they basically, when you look at the figure, all they did was pop the heads off. They just put different heads on.
And then they kind of airbrushed
that one's got chest hair, this one doesn't. Despite the fact that...
Yeah.
Whatever. Still love it. Knocking over expensive toys. Speaking of, Figma, I just knocked over, flat on her face, a Figma Samus.
Nice.
So that's,
I just noticed that Alexa Bliss is holding a lightsaber in
behind her head.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. So Khalil saying that Baron lost to Dolph, and that's sad. No way, dude. Ziggler's awesome. I loved his promo on SmackDown. Just talking about, like, what the hell is this? Like, I've been this, I've been that, and like laying it down in the ring. I think this is going to give us a reason here to get a new belt. I think this will end up in a tournament, I think, and the winner will get the belt, and then it'll be a new belt. The man with 3 H's absolutely loves new belts.
Yeah.
So he wants to keep those going. Another thing I picked up that I really do enjoy is the Imaginext Power Ranger stuff.
Yeah.
I picked up Scorpana and one of my favorite bad guys. He was the Sphinx very early on from the series.
I think the biggest problem with that match, the Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin and Bobby Roode match, is that, honestly, I mean, as a fan, you're excited that Dolph wins because we're fans of him. But in the end, whoever won, it didn't really matter. Like, there was no...
Roode is over on his own.
Yeah.
Ziggler doesn't need it, and Baron Corbin shouldn't have it.
Yeah.
So
in the end, it's just kind of a paper champion to begin with, because it doesn't really matter. We're just glad that Ziggler won because we're Ziggler fans, and you know, I mean, I think he's kind of earned it. You know,
he really has.
You know, they just kind of stick him with shit story after shit story, and he does his thing, and you know, does it well.
So Martin and I were fantasy booking Mania a little bit, kind of how do we get into the situations.
Yeah.
And, we talked about Shinsuke versus AJ, and one thing that just popped into my mind, have Shinsuke win the U.S. title. That makes sense.
Yeah.
He'll have it. It's a reputable person. Give him a new belt.
Yeah.
Everyone will love it. Open challenge. That's how you get him versus AJ eventually. Yeah. Say everyone's challenged me and lost, but I want that title, and then we get it. Or we have him win the Rumble.
Yeah.
That said, Roman's got to lose his title. He's got to lose his IC belt before Mania, because
what is the WWE thinking, or what are their chimpanzees doing over there?
Not throwing darts.
Dude, they're putting Cena versus Reigns for the IC belt. Really?
Who cares?
And Cena is trying to basically talk it up like, I want your belt. Like, it's this, like, I mean, it is a prestigious belt, but for them, they're so far above it.
Yep.
And then you're like that. When I heard the promo on the radio, because they're going to be in Hartford. And so I heard.
Yeah, there's going to be another match in there that's another, like, why?
It's just like
it's just a house show thing. Like, you're not going to change hands at a Hartford Civic Center, or I'm sorry, XL Center.
Yeah,
you're not going to change it. That title doesn't change hands there. Title changes hands at Madison Square Garden.
I would like to see the belt on Shinsuke. That would be, or the U.S. belt. That would be cool. Is Finn Balor's Raw, right? Is he's on Raw? Finn?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say
currently feuding with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, that.
No, not Bray Wyatt. Martin, chime in here. Is it Jason Jordan or is it Elias? It's someone like that. someone he shouldn't be feuding with. He should be feuding with Joe, right?
Yeah, that would be a good U.S. title holder too if they move him over to SmackDown.
That's the same thing I said. Or have him win the IC title. You go, I get it. So Martin is actually kind of throwing down some awesome stuff right now in the chat. He said Mega Constructs Heroes Series 2 is going to hit the store soon, and it has Futurama.
Nice.
That was the line that had the Alien Xenomorph, Captain Picard, Locutus, He-Man Skeletor, and a Colonial Marine.
Nice.
Awesome line. Definitely run out and get them. It's just the minifigures. They were $4.95 or whatever it is over at Walmart. So another thing I picked up, I like this line because they're starting to get crazy with it, just like they did the original line. I have the original 4 turtles from this new Nickelodeon show, and guys, we're talking favorite things.
Yeah.
If you want to go out and get phenomenal figures, they're roughly $8 to $10 a piece carded. The standard Ninja Turtles animated figures, they make an April O'Neil, they make all of them. But I did finally just come across Vigilante Casey Jones.
Nice.
And he looks
brutal. Yeah, that looks awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
I love on the back of it and in the show, his stuff, his all the gear he has is made by Eastman.
Nice.
As in Eastman and Laird. So I thought that was really, really cool. I think his skates also say Laird.
That's pretty sweet.
So,
you gotta know what a crumpet is to know what a cricket is.
Absolutely, dude. I rewatched that recently, the Ninja Turtles movie, the first one. Phenomenal. Yeah. The scene where they go out into the country and they're like kind of, it gives so much depth to that movie. It kind of takes you out of the movie for a moment and shows you another side of what this is, and then brings you right back into the spectacular.
I even like the way I like the April O'Neil figure too. Awesome. Yeah, I definitely love the getup she's got going on there. The shorts with the tights and then the boots and stuff like that. You know, pretty hipster, but it looks solid, especially for the style of the show. The style's perfect.
Yeah. One of the cool things that they maintain too is that the original Leonardo, you could pop his back open and he would have some stars, a side, like a few little things in his back. They continued that with this one. So but originally they put the accessories on a sprue. Yeah. These don't come on a sprue, so you had no idea they were there. I was at the beach one day and I'm taking pictures of it in the water. Nice. And I lifted up and water starts coming out. I'm like, what the hell? Oh my God. Nice. Like, that's phenomenal line. So guys, if you can get out there and check these out, these are Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's a Yosagi Ojimbo. You find it? Tell your boy Bobby T. He wants it.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some really good reboot shows out there. I mean, Nickelodeon did a great job with this. One of my other favorite reboot shows is the Voltron series on Netflix. Phenomenal. Yeah. If you are a fan of Voltron, watch it because it's so much more than what the 80s show ever gave you. I mean, they actually have episodes of them learning how to pilot their lines and stuff like that, and like learning how to form Voltron for the first time, and learning how to make the sword and stuff like that. Like, it wasn't like the 80s show, which I get. The 80s show was a mix of 2 series together anyway, so it never really kind of made sense. But this Netflix one, I mean, they don't just automatically know how to form Voltron. They have to figure it out, and it's very, very good.
So what else did we get here? Let's see. Oh, we're talking right now. Khalil's putting over Rick and Morty, so let's talk about this.
Oh yeah,
Chris, I picked that up. So while Chris is talking about this, I'm going to take the names of everyone in the chat right now, throw them into a random name spinner. Winner gets our prize package.
There you go.
So that's what I'm typing away at.
So I bought this at GameStop today. It was $29.99, and it's the Rick and Morty Anatomy Park, the game. It's made by Cryptozoic here. And basically the point of the game, it seems like, I haven't played it obviously because it's still in the shrink wrap, is you have to build a theme park in Ruben's I guess the spleen, or
it's his whole body.
Yeah, you do it in the whole body. Yeah. So I bought this for a friend, and I'm probably gonna give it to him for Christmas. So yeah, I hopefully will play it on Christmas Day or Christmas morning, whatever. I mean, it's 2 to 4 players. It looks like it takes about 30 to 45 minutes to play. So hopefully we'll get a game in. and I'll let you know how it is. Yeah.
All right, guys. So I don't know if I had to do this with my hand or how this works.
Wait, go scroll up.
Oh, let's see. Just click the play button. There we go. All right, gonna spin it. I got the names of everyone who's in the chat right now. If you've made a comment, you have a chance to win right now. So let's hit it. We're gonna hit play. It is spinning the wheel. Let's see who is gonna win something, and it is Rebecca Lord.
There you go.
All right, Rebecca, you just won, and we're gonna put together a pretty awesome set. That is awesome for me because it saves us on shipping.
Yeah.
We live here in Connecticut, which means we can add one more toy instead of paying for shipping.
There you go.
Rebecca Lord, actually one of our big-time supporters.
Yeah.
Rebecca has donated items to the show so that we can check out things we maybe wouldn't have in the past. She's called us when we had no audio.
Yes.
She has. Yeah. She's been there for us. So, Rebecca, congratulations. You're going to win a 5Alive shirt and a whole bunch of other things. Woot woot indeed. See again. Where's the button?
Yeah, there you go.
Woot, there it is.
There you go.
Boom, boom.
You have to have like a thing that drops like party favors and
it's the disco ball.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, disco ball drops right here and just starts spinning.
There you go.
So yeah, Rebecca, you won something. That's awesome. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. If you are in this watching right now, please feel free to hit like, do the sharing and all that other stuff.
I mean, we're giving so much stuff away tonight.
Today's the giveaway, man. Yeah. We gave away the let's see, we had the Verve,
Steam card,
the VRV. We had the Steam card. We got a prize pack. That's good. It's a pretty good little run here.
Yeah.
So more stuff that we got.
Yeah.
We still got we got those down there.
So we can't open these because again these are going to be gifts. But I got the mystery minis. These were on clearance, so they're buy one get one free. I think there's going to be a couple little kids at one of my Christmas get-togethers. Yeah.
That is actually not mystery minis. That is by our friends at Just Toys International.
Ah, okay.
They make the Five Nights at Freddy's. They hold the license. These are, I believe, backpack hangers.
Yes,
or
yeah. But they are mystery in.
They are mystery in that sense.
But they're not the mystery.
They're not mystery minis in the Funko sense.
Yes, exactly.
But the Martin is saying it's fixed and he should have won. Sorry, buddy, you can't win.
Yeah.
You get free 5Alive shirts that you guys never wear anyway.
Exactly.
So.
I am also giving this as a stocking stuffer. It's a set of Tetris ice cubes.
Nice.
Yeah. Again,
Tetraminos.
Yeah. Again, clearance. So it's buy one get one free. I think I snagged something else. But yeah, you can make some Tetris figure pieces or whatever. Yeah. So there you go. There's some. You find some cool stuff every now and then.
Telling you, man. Actually, one of the things that I will suggest, guys, if you go out to a GameStop, pick this up. I got it for $8 on our. Episode 21, the one where I was in Pennsylvania. I picked up at that GameStop a Jedi metal tumbler cup. I put ice in that cup on Sunday morning, and the ice didn't melt until Tuesday night. It really does hold the ice for that long.
Yeah.
Totally awesome.
Those cups are awesome. Yeah.
So those are buy one get one. There's a Captain America. There's a Dark Side, Light Side.
Yeah, they've done a
Deadpool.
ton. Yeah, I haven't seen the Deadpool one, but I've seen the Captain America, the Star Wars one.
Oh, there's an Avenger.
That's
what it is.
So, those ones are pretty sweet if you can find them on clearance.
So I had a friend. Now, I am loosely interested in football. I didn't ever really care. I'm a baseball fan more than anything. So a few years back, I got into football because I was playing fantasy football. I figured at the time the Jets were kind of hot. They were local. They were making moves that I liked.
Yeah.
I became a Jets fan.
Yeah.
Turns out that I was a Jets fan for 5 years and I saw 3 games.
Yeah, and then.
But I did, however, see about 80 to 90 Packers games.
There you go.
Which I then figured, wait a minute, I'm a Packers fan. I am not a Jets fan.
Sure.
So
rightly so. I don't even think Jets fans consider themselves.
Yeah,
Jets
no,
fans,
it was so dumb. So I gotta figure out their tactic because they do really dumb shit to get viewership, and they get it, and then they just keep doing more dumb shit.
I think it's just because they're in New York.
They're clowns.
It's the market. Yeah.
I remember the day that I realized what I was a fan of when on
winning, not losing.
The Giants had just won the Super Bowl, the second one under Eli. I'm a goofus man. Wins 2 freaking Super Bowls, and then you've got the Jets over here in the middle of a controversy with Darrelle Revis, and this is going. And I'm going, these guys are clowns. Like Rex Ryan's over here sucking toes, and these guys are winning the Super Bowl. And on the back of the post was a limo with Michael Strahan and Eli Manning and whoever else, and they're all hanging out of the car with trophy and rings, and then down on the ground. Oh, they were in a jet. Then down on the ground in a jet-shaped clown car was Mark Sanchez, Rex Ryan, and Darrell Revis, and I went, they're clowns. Yeah. This is bad. So, that said, Packers fan, I haven't watched a down of football 2 years. Yeah. The nonsense from week to week, taking what was a just thing and turning it into a political standpoint is crazy to me. I just want nothing to do with it. I recently had somebody online insult me for being into toys. Like he's the first fucking one to ever do it. And I said to him, you're way late to that party, just so you know. My father beat you to that about 30 years ago. Don't worry about that. And I said on top of it, toys has been incredibly lucrative for me and my family. Yeah. I have traveled the world. I have produced television shows. Just because you've got a boner for the Cheeto, don't come and take it out on me. Yeah. So he actually then apologized to me and pulled the post. Nice. Of talking shit, which to me, you fucking coward. Yeah. You coward. You know, believe what you believe, man. Don't let someone shame you and then you go with your tail.
It's just that stigma, you know, that we're all like mouth breathing nerds or whatever that are,
not at all. That's where we're actually kind of the opposite of that. Yeah. So don't let this and this. Don't let this table fool you. Like
I mean, considering we can formulate thoughts and sentences in a
this motherfucker couldn't use punctuation to save his life. If it came down to a comma, a period, or a bullet in the head, that motherfucker lead just took up resonance in his brain.
Yeah, see, that's the biggest thing with me. I think when people see me, they might think I'm that socially awkward nerd or whatever, and that's not the case. It's just I don't want to talk to you, so I don't, and that's it. Like that's it.
I want to say a little bit about Crza and I in the early days. Yeah. Now, what's funny is Crza and I share a lot of the same thoughts. Yeah. It's why we've been friends for as long as we've been friends. So, we also enjoy a good troll, and we enjoy it together. Yeah. Because not only are we trolling you, but we're very knowledgeable about the thing that we troll you with. So we're gonna corner you, and we're gonna make you go crazy. It's the Alexa Bliss syndrome. Yeah. But we did this to a friend's wife. Yes. And she just red-facedly ran out of her room. Like, don't misunderstand, like, we got you. Yeah. So there's a reason why we could talk in front of a camera for a long time. You ain't taking us down. So Crza just hates everyone, according to Rebecca.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So there's only so much room in my body for compassion, and exactly. And the people that are in my life are taking all of that up.
All of it.
It's all gone. Exactly.
Sorry, everyone else.
I have reached the quota. Well, that's it. Especially, I mean, maybe now that the new year is approaching, like the bucket can be refilled, and is that
you're gonna have to punch somebody. Maybe. That's what's gonna have to happen.
Maybe.
I my compassion is for my daughter, for my wife, and for my now deceased dog. But the compassion I had for my dog has been replaced with blind rage, anger, and just grief. Yeah. And it's not manifesting itself very well. Yeah. So
it's just there are people in my life that I will do absolutely everything I possibly can for, and that's probably about.
It's a very short.
Maybe counting on one hand. That is so. And after that, I just don't care about you like that.
He's at my house twice a week. I'm not even on that list.
It's just
So speaking of Packers.
Yeah, there you
go. We don't bury ourselves too hard being compassionate assholes.
Rebecca really knows. She knows.
So we have these are my gifts from my friend Ryan. Ryan actually was in a band called Novus Day. If you get a chance, go out and check them out on YouTube. They are now disbanded, but One Night's Madness is one of my favorite songs by them. They've been featured. I've used their instrumentals in a few different videos, and he'll be doing some stuff with us again in the future. He picked me up this awesome Aaron Rodgers pop, and what's great about it is the helmets come off. Mm-hmm. I love that the helmets come off of these. Chris always talks about characters with substance or something special, and I really do like that. He's not standing for nothing. Yeah. Then the other thing is interesting. It's the Team Cletus V2, the robot that's on Fox Sports. So you see it in between in the commercial breaks doing their vignettes and stuff, and they'll come busting through a wall or smash something. So he got me the Packers version of it.
That's pretty sweet.
It's a big ass robot, dude. I love this thing. Where this was when I was recently kit bashing for a television show I was working on, I'd really like to know because this is perfection. And then
it looks like a Pacific Rim mech.
It does. Yeah. It has that Jaeger look to it. It's awesome. So, which, speaking of J-Star, he was talking about NECA. I love NECA, their versions of Pacific Rim. We did see at New York Comic Con this year the new stuff that's coming from Tamashii Nations, which I will be getting all of it, so stay tuned for that. I think those openings and that stuff will be Patreon exclusives because we're talking $80 figures.
So the more figures that Bobby T is buying, the less likely the VR is
taking down that VR. But yeah, Diamond Select is also doing some pieces, which I am cautiously optimistic on. They use cheap plastic sometimes.
I like the Diamond Select only because it's a mid-tier collectible at a mid-tier price.
Yes.
So you're getting what you pay for, and you feel like what you spent is the right amount. Like, dude, when we were at Comic-Con and we were at the Toy Tokyo booth. Yeah, we were at the Toy Tokyo booth. And some of these pieces, and like I get it, it's a high-end collectible store.
Oh, Sofubi.
Yes, and like there was a Felix the Cat figure that was one side, black and white Felix, and then the other side you could see his like bones and stuff like that.
That is I think the name is Jay Freeney. I think is the designer of that. He does those for a lot of.
That piece was awesome, but it was like $130. Yeah, I'm not paying that much. And
that's very limited print, Japanese soft vinyl. That's what Sofubi is. The literal translation is soft vinyl. They are amazing, but there was the big ones.
Yes.
They had these Sofubi that were like 18 inches tall, and we're talking $800 to $1,000. And to buy it, you had to buy a $75 gift bag, like a mystery bag that had Sofubi and a few other things in it, with a chance to get the golden ticket. If you got the golden ticket, you could then buy the piece. Because with Sofubi, you're usually getting a 5 to 10 pieces, hand-painted, limited print, art only.
Don't get me wrong; those are fantastic pieces and a high-end collectible, and I know when you're paying that much for a piece, there is a high-end return on that. I get that. I get that. That's not for me. So for like
we'll fix that.
Yeah, for a $30 to $60 Diamond Select piece, I think that's perfect.
Well, those will probably come out at the price point between $19.99 and $24.99.
Okay, I've seen some Diamond Select stuff for like around I think $30 to $40.
Well, that's some of their bigger pieces.
Yes,
so I think the Kaiju will probably reign in about $30, just like NECA when NECA did it. The Kaiju was a little more depending on what it was. I never got the Slattern. That was the one that I wanted more than anything, and I missed him. So my final piece here of the week was a gift from Beavis. He had come over knowing I was down. He brought me some sympathy whiskey, and which I did the same for him when his grandfather died with sympathy whiskey. He was actually not home that night, but we did get to drink it.
Nice.
And then he picked up for me the new episode 8
nice.
Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter. Awesome. I love this thing. It's beautiful. So I'll be doing a unboxing and speed build on this. Baby T has been clawing at this thing to open it. She wants the BB-9E because she loves BB-8. So that'll be getting opened here soon.
Yeah.
So
I did see Star Wars: The Last Jedi last week. Yeah, and I would say it was all right.
I think we'll argue about this on a different. We almost got it. We were going back and forth a little bit before the show, but we'll get into this on a different episode. I haven't seen it yet, but everyone who has seen it is in one of two camps. Mm-hmm. This was amazing versus this was not Star Wars. And the argument that I have against these things is when we got episode 7, people were complaining that it was a rehash. Yeah. We get episode 8 and that's not Star Wars. Well, what do you want?
Yeah, and I get that. And don't get me wrong, there were some really, really awesome scenes in that movie. Fantastic. There was definitely some parts where I was like, this is Star Wars. This is awesome. The problem for me was that the overall feel of the movie was a Marvel movie in space.
Yeah, it's going to have more action. It's going to start to have more appeal because Disney's behind the helm fully now. Mm-hmm. So I guess we'll see where it all ends up going, but I guess we'll see, man.
Like I said, it wasn't bad. It wasn't. It was all right. That's all. Yeah. I enjoyed myself, which in the end, is really all that matters. As long as you had a good time and everything like that, and you came out of it being like, I liked it. I think the biggest problem for me is the Marvel feel of it, and the other problem with, again, no spoilers or anything like that, was really kind of the overall story. It was just kind of disjointed.
Yeah, I heard jilted.
Yeah, and sometimes, there were parts where I was like, I don't even know what this has to do with the story. Like, where's the story in these scenes? I think the other thing I didn't like about it was that they bring things up in the movie and then never go back to it, or never. Yeah. And then the other problem for me, in my opinion, was that they brought things up in The Force Awakens, and specifically meant in The Force Awakens, there's a scene where Supreme Leader Snoke is like, "Oh, you need to come back because we need to finish your training." No mention of the training in
nothing. It just glossed over it. Yeah,
that's a problem for me because that was something I really wanted to see. I wanted to see Kylo training and becoming a more powerful Sith and everything like that. Yeah, that's nice. I really wanted to see that, and it was just I guess that kind of happened in between movies where they just
maybe they'll do a Clone Wars show and we'll get to see it.
There you go. Yeah, maybe that's just really my problem with the movie, but it was good. It was good. It just there were things that I feel just could have been done differently. That's all. No.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll be seeing it soon. It's killing me not to see it, but we had a few things. I don't know how I'm gonna feel the minute I see Carrie Fisher on the screen. Therefore, I can't. In my situation, grief and mix. Then you throw a dead Princess Leia, and I can't take it.
Just promise me you're gonna wear that when
I might.
when you go see the movie.
Oh, that would be phenomenal. That would be so good. So I think with that, we've been 5Alive. I'm Bobby T.
And I'm Crza.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check us out at 5Alive VP on all the instant message or all the social medias and all that stuff. Martin normally does this part. And going back to what Crza was saying, hey, you bought it because you liked it. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Wow, I stopped this.